collectible spot, we are having a look at the Star Ace Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, the 1/6 scale collectible figure of Sirius Black. Spot's already had a look at Sirius Black before, however this is Sirius Black in his Prisoner of Azkaban prison outfit. Box-wise, it's roughly about the same sort of thing that we've been seeing from Star Ace, with the kind of marbled looking box. We've got Sirius Black on the front there, and down below X Plus and Star Ace. The side of the box, we've got Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. We've got my favorite movie series, Sirius Black in Prisoner version. Code is SA0014. And finally, the back, we've got Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. We've got my favorite movie series. And down below that, we've got manufactured by X Plus Company Limited and Star Ace Toys Limited, www.starace.com.hk, distributed also by Star Ace Toys Limited. And really, not quite finally. Finally, however, the box also has Velcro that you can open up, and inside we've got Sirius Black, as well as on the other side, you've got the figure, all the accessories that he's going to come included with, and more. Spot's going to take himself a break and get this opened up, but when we come back, we're going to get a better look at the Star Ace Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, the 1/6 collectible action figure of Sirius Black. There's more heading your way, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. When we're having a look at Sirius Black, of course, the first thing we'll have a look at is the clear display stand that comes with the figure. And we've seen these before. They were included with pretty much all the Harry Potter figures. Same placement of holes as well, so depending on how you want to have them displayed, the folks over at Star Ace also includes a couple of clear rods. And a lot of these have pivot points. There is one section that's going to be holding his wand, and those can plug into place. You can essentially plug in all three if you want. Whatever ports that you don't end up using though, Star Ace also gives you clear pegs that you can fill these areas in to give a solid look. Taking one of the stands, however, let's take the middle stand here. Actually, you know what? We'll take this one here, because Star Ace also gives you a waist clip. Exactly the same as what we saw with the other 6 scale figures, though this section goes right over top. You can tighten it with the screw, and you've got yourself just a standard stand for holding and displaying Sirius Black. This is now Star Ace's second release of Sirius Black. The first Sirius Black that we had to look at came with the trench coat and the slew of different accessories. This is basically like Sirius Black, like one of the earlier appearances of him where he's wearing the prison outfit. It's a really great look for him. I almost feel as if they could have released this figure first and then released the Sirius Black that we already had to look at as the second release figure, where, you know, he's out and he's wearing the full clothes and whatnot. The face on Sirius Black appears to be the exact same face used for the previous released version as well. Again, Star Ace doesn't disappoint with a fantastic facial likeness of Gary Oldman. I think just really nailed the look of him. Of course, he's got longer hair, and he's got the goatee, a little bit more of a departure than being him playing Commissioner Gordon, but definitely think the likeness of him is there, right down to the wrinkles and little creases around the eye area of the face. A very solid effort by Star Ace. Another thing to carry over from the other Sirius Black is, let's see if we can lift his prison jacket up. You've got the tattooed markings on his chest area here. And the back doesn't have it. It's mostly residing from the front. You may not likely display him like this because he's quite ripped, but it's nice to know that even the smallest of details down to his tattoos are all visibly present. To truly, though, give him the true, I should say, Prisoner of Azkaban look, you're going to need a couple of other accessories as well. One of which being the Azkaban prison marker that you can take and put over Sirius Black's head, like that. And I feel like we need something else too. The something else too would be referencing the shackles that you can also you can also display with the figure. And now in order to do this, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to take the hands completely off. Unpeg them, take the shackles and fit them over his forearm, if you can see there, and then replace the hands like that to keep the shackles in place. And we want to do the same with the other hand. This will end up being the way I'm going to be displaying Sirius Black, just because, again, I have the other Sirius Black in his full outfit attire. If I'm going to have him as the prisoner, definitely going to be incorporating the shackles, and I'm going to be indicating the Azkaban prison marker as well. Sirius Black is really a good example of how you can take an existing figure that we've already seen before from Star Ace, and by switching out the outfit that he comes with, give him a couple of different accessories, you basically have a brand new look for the character. Another thing that Star Ace includes with Sirius Black is his prison jacket. And to get this on him, what you will want to do, and I thought you actually had to take the hands completely off, but there's a big enough cuff at the end of the jacket that it seems to still be able to fit itself through. It does take a little bit of moving around, but sure enough, pop the hand through. You can see he fits the jacket easily enough without removing the hands. Though I think I prefer the actual prison outfit on its own a little bit better, I gotta have some respect for the fact that they put a lot of detail in the jacket itself, giving it this really worn down, dirty look to it. It's got a lot of rips and tears in the jacket that you almost for a second when you get it out of the package think that there's something wrong with the jacket itself, but no, in fact, the rips and tears are supposed to be there. He has a couple of pockets that are real working, and the jacket itself also has buttons. Not buttons that you could close off with itself, but still faux buttons that give you the look of a realistic jacket. Other accessories that come included with Sirius Black are: he comes with only one interchangeable hand, but you can probably see by the way that the hand's been sculpted that it looks like it should be holding something very specific. And that would be Sirius Black's wand. I love this scripture and carving that they've put into the wand itself. It almost has more of a shinier look too than some of the other wands that we've looked at, and also it has a more squared off look as opposed to being just an actual shape of a wand. I love how the handle though has that squared off look, and then we've got the scripture carving along the main length of the wand. And there's what he looks like with wand in hand. It's also one of the few figures released by Star Ace that does not include some sort of energy construct that can be projected out from the wand. Now, you could say really because Sirius Black is in his prison outfit, it would make no sense for him to have it, but I noticed that this is one of the few figures to not include one. When it comes to his posability, Sirius Black has a ball joint. Now they've sculpted the whole neck, and I believe other Sirius Black had this as well. The whole neck is one piece. The ball joint actually sits at the base of the neck rather than in the head. Shoulders hinge out, extremely easy there. They would rotate all the way around, but as you know with most clothed 6-scale figures, when you start rotating arms too much, it does start bunching at the shoulder area and can be a little restrictive when it comes to motion there. He has a swivel point at what appears to be the top of the bicep area. He has a bend in the elbow, which also rotates the forearm, and he's got a rotation in the hand. When it comes to the waist, or I should say really for that matter, he has a crunch right at the top of the torso that rotates up and down, also pivots points. He also has a swivel at the waist. He's got a full range of movement in his legs, a top cut at the top of his thigh, a double hinged knee, and finally, a pivot point in the foot. Now you can't pivot the foot too much because the boot itself is a solid plastic. So really, you're limited only to the boot rotating all the way around. Star Ace gives us yet another Sirius Black. This is now the second Sirius Black. And while I think I still kind of gravitate a little bit more towards the other one that we had a look at, there's still a strong connection to the fact that you have him here now in his prison outfit, which I think kind of defines Sirius Black. Though, again, he appears much later past the point of him wearing this, but it's still a good look for the figure. The sculpt on the face is still fantastic. It's something that, again, carried over from the previous Sirius Black. And though he doesn't have a lot of accessories to speak of, the accessories he does have are very specific to the character that he's portraying here. Today's collectible spot, we were having a look at the Starries, Harry Potter, and the Prisoner of Azkaban. We're looking today at Sirius Black in his prison outfit. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more collectible spots heading your way. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.